Keep thinking I should make another video, and I think every time I get some kind of little opportunity like this to do so. Um, Not much to talk about. Same stuff, same situation, more or less. Minor changes. Um, every time I check stuff, it's the same. Like, like for example, this morning I opened up the 1440 newsletter, and it talks about the election like it's a real thing, and it's just super frustrating because it demonstrably isn't, as I've written about and spoken about many many times at this point. And everything is like that. Like it's a known quantity. It's predictable and it's frustrating. Um, it's weird because otherwise I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm a little tired right now, but really that's it. Uh, Rereading Blindsight and reread Echopraxia. Wonderful books. It's really one book with two parts. um, I don't know. I miss having a station where I can, more easily transmit, do videos and stuff from, but almost nobody watches them anyway. And that's not like I'm not. It's not like a self pity thing. It's just a fact. So I mean, what am I doing? It's mostly, I guess it's like the '90s live journaling vlog thing, I think of that scene from it's like Train Spotting 2, I guess. I haven't even seen the movie. I've just seen a clip of it where McGregor is describing the whole choose life thing, and one of his little quips was basically about posting a picture of your breakfast in the vain hope that somebody somewhere cares, and that's a little dramatic and heavy, and I'm not saying that about this, but it is kind of a similar activity, it's like I'm hesitant to make it a rule, but like basically, it seems like every form of communication is, in a sense, a request for aid, like in some form, like even if it's just information. Excuse me. Like I said, tired. Um, Feels like there's very few moves to make, but there is still a lot of potential for future gains. Like I see more evidence of the singularity and stuff. And I was talking about uh, how over the years, in terms of substantive change, there really hasn't been much except in the realms of technology. And by that I mean basically consumer electronics and consumer computing, like TVs and game systems and computers and multimedia, that kind of thing. But really, everything else is pretty much the same. Like our stoves and sinks and fridges, it's all the same 50s stuff. I mean, there's, I guess, incremental improvements here and there and design changes, but I wouldn't call them improvements because, I mean, I had one of those latch 50s fridges and it was fine. Totally fine. Uh, Really, the only big difference between it and this fridge here is this one defrosts itself. It's hardly earth shattering. And we don't seem to be willing to update anything else, even when we have the technology. So, but I do think about how, like, the things that we do allow to change, the electronics and everything, do expand. Like, um, basically we have all this room to computerize and roboticize everything, and we are leaning in that direction. Like my Instant Pot, you know, what used to be a stovetop pressure cooker is now a basically a little cooking robot. It has lots of abilities and functions and sensors and stuff, and that's great. You know, eventually, the next one will be it'll have like a little mini Chat GPT in it, and it'll be smarter and it'll help you improve things. Um, and that type of stuff is plausible to expect, reasonable to expect, and I expect I expect it as a result. Um, I guess I'm waiting for things like humanoid robots and self-driving cars to penetrate deeply enough to reach me, at this economic stratum, so to speak. Um, and there's a lot of hope for a more enjoyable day as that becomes the case, because I feel like there's just going to be a lot more options opening up. Now, we still are burdened with the banks, of course, and their psychotic parasitism and the people's refusal to down tools for any reason. It is what it is. I guess we're just cool with letting a genocide run its course. And I'm struggling to live in that world every day. But, you know, what can I do? I guess I'm just really bored between being terrified. It's like being a pilot, you know, hours of boredom punctuated by sheer terror. I think the line was something like that. So, yeah, I guess that's that. Just waiting for some hopefully positive change, hoping for no negative changes. It could be worse, it could be better. Same as every other day, I guess.